Hi guys. I thought I'd start early. I'm starting early because tonight is Pub Talk Oscar results night. Um, Sorry, I'm sat at a different angle. I'm hoping it stays like that. Hi. I was just talking to myself and just saying that I've decided to start early tonight. Because over on Adam's channel, Adamsland, tonight there is the Pub Talk Oscar winners discussion, and I had predictions in it. So I would like to go and join that talk. So I would like to go and join that stream. So I thought I'd start early. So I'm just gonna wait for a few more to come in. Once you're in here, guys, say pop a message up, pop a comment in, and let me know you're here. It's a little bit darker than in here than usual because usually I'm facing that way. I'm usually facing that way. But I'm actually facing my window at the moment, but I've had to pull the blind down because with the blind up I looked genuinely like Melanie Ravenswood. So yeah, I'll wait for a few people to come in and then I'll get started properly. I know I've got one person here. Thank you for joining. Today's topic, I'm going to talk about the quick service food at Disneyland Paris. That's Ozzy's tail. I just wanted to put that out there. That is his tail. He has no hair. His hair is gone. Hi guys, drop a comment. Let me know when you're in here. So Ozzy, as you can probably tell, Ozzy is like right next to me. Just there. You're not impressed with me at the moment, are you? Now, today I'm going to be talking about hi Kayla. Today I'm going to be talking about the quick service options at Disneyland Paris. I am very aware that I have gone live earlier than normal, but that's because I wanted to get finished early because over on Adam's channel, Adamsland, it's the pub talk for the Oscar winners, and yeah, I want to go and join in over there. That's at 8 p.m. So I wanted to get this out of the way before he goes live. I have invited Jodie to come and join me on this. I'm not sure if she will, because I'm not sure if she's even finished work. Because she has been very busy, but her quick service preferences at Disneyland differ from mine. Like she's been in a few of the places that I haven't, namely Restaurant Hakuna Matata, which probably by far has the best food, like quick service food at Disneyland, but my choice differs greatly from that because I've never been in that one, because I've never been when the Lion King Festival is on. So yeah. You doing? Got your tongue out for? Hi Miriam. I started early this week, Miriam. I'm so sorry I started early this week. I think I'm gonna get going now. Like I was saying earlier a minute ago, Miriam, that Jodie should be with me tonight. But I'm not sure if she's finished work yet or not. I know that she's because she works at a holiday centre, a very popular one in Cornwall, and it's been crazy for her since they reopened. So I'm going to properly start now. So last week I spoke about the snacks at Disneyland Paris and how they are, quite frankly, awful. But how they were picking up, like literally just before the shutdown, they picked up big time. Like it shut down. Oh, thanks, Miriam. I actually had to put a towel up there because Ozzy is it's a full length mirror behind there, and Ozzy hates it. He absolutely hates it. He thinks it's the work of the devil, and it gets to like 3 or 4 in the morning, and Ozzy will be going off on one at the mirror. So Mickey's up there. So yeah, quick service at Disneyland Paris. I'm going to start in the village, and I'm going to work my way to the park, the main park. And I just want to give a quick shout out, quick service locations, to the 2 Starbucks locations that are at the 2 Starbucks locations that are in the value resorts, which is the Santa Fe and the Cheyenne. So the Santa Fe and the Cheyenne, their games arcades got turned into Starbucks. There is no Starbucks location at any of the other Disney hotels in Disneyland Paris. So there. So that's, I just want to give a quick shout because I think Starbucks, we can class that as a quick service. So by the way, before I forget, I just want to give a shout out to Rob Fuzz because he has been helping me so much recently, and he is just a star. If you haven't subscribed to him already, go over there and subscribe. He's fantastic. And he's just won like the Star Wars Recognition Award, and it's just wow. So starting off in the village, Miriam, I'm going to start with your favorite. I'm going to start with Earl of Sandwich. Earl of Sandwich is probably by far the cheapest quick service location in Disneyland Paris, other than Casey's Corner. And it's also I knew you'd smile at that, Miriam. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Casey's Corner. Not Casey's Corner. Casey's on the brain. Starting with so Ozzy's actually leaning on his cushion, looking out the window. Starting with Earl of Sandwich, it's probably the cheapest, and it's actually one of the nicest. Like as far as overall goes, it's not my overall favorite quick service option. But if my favorite quick service meal was not available, then it would be my favorite. We all know what Earl of Sandwich is. It's amazing, and I can't believe they have the Union Jack flying everywhere. We don't have the Earl of Sandwich in the UK. It's ridiculous. We have an Earl of Sandwich, like the town sandwich that's like down the road from here, but we don't have an Earl of Sandwich like they do in the Disney resorts, and it's just ridiculous. Like my favorite one, me and Kaylee, me and my friend Kaylee, we loved it in there when we went. And yeah, it's Miriam, have you tried to recreate Earl of Sandwich yet? Because I know we spoke about this like a few weeks back, and I let you know how to recreate the Hawaiian barbecue chicken sandwich. I was just curious if you've tried to recreate that yet. So yeah, you've just got your hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches, wraps. They do pizzas, they do wedgies, they do all sorts in Earl of Sandwich. You still try? Oh, um, getting better and better. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, Miriam. So yeah, other than Earl of Sandwich in the village, you have New York sandwiches. They're not really anything like what you'd get in New York. It was good tips that I gave. Oh yes, I'm glad that you managed to get closer to it with those like that. If you managed to get closer, Miriam, let me know, because like that's the closest that I've gotten. So if you get even closer, let me know. No. No. Stay. So trying to think what other quick stuff. Oh, we've got McDonald's. There's a McDonald's. I don't really need to explain what's in McDonald's. And of course you have all the kiosks, which I mentioned last week. That's about as far as your quick service goes in the Disney Village. So I want to go into Walt Disney Studios Park now. I've just got a message. Right. So, do you mind? Come here. Sit. No. So you go there. Right. Walt Disney Studios Park, the main quick service location. In fact, thinking about it, right now, it's the only quick service location is Restaurant en Coulisses. Typical burgers, chicken burger, fish burger, cheeseburger, your typical theme park food. They do have when there's a seasonal menu. This is one of the locations that partakes in the seasonal menu. And yeah, like Star Wars season, not this Star Wars season just gone, but Star Wars season 2019. Like the burger was black, and like the bun was black, and it was wrapped in like paper with TIE fighters and everything all over it. And the dessert was like a Death Star chocolate mousse, and that was really nice. But that's about, at the moment, that's the only quick service location in the studios, because usually you have the Blockbuster Cafe. I wanted to call it the Backlot Express, but it's Blockbuster at Disneyland. It was, but that's gone because it's going to become Avengers Campus. And yeah, sorry, I'm feeling a bit self-conscious today. So hi Tina, how are you? Oh, I haven't seen you here for a while. Thanks for joining in. So I'm feeling a bit self-conscious today. Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit self-conscious. So like I said, the quick service locations in the studios are non-existent at the moment. But the same goes in the studios right now. Table service, everything's pretty non-existent because of the building of Avengers Campus and Frozen Land. And yeah, that's that really. So I can't really speak about the studios more than that, because like I said, with the expansion work going on, there really is only one place, and it's Restaurant en Coulisses. So I'm going to move on to the park, the main park, Disneyland Park. There is so much to choose from at Disneyland Park in the range of quick service, and this is the tiniest piece of tennis ball ever. You cannot play with this. He's trying to play with that. So I think we'll just go start right at the beginning with Main Street USA. Oh, thanks for sharing it out, Tina. Thank you so much. So yeah, starting off in Main Street, trying to think which Casey's Corner, obviously. Every Disneyland park has a Casey's Corner. Every Magic Kingdom has a Casey's Corner. But Casey's Corner in Paris is a lot different to Casey's Corner in Orlando. Like Casey's Corner in Orlando, you can straight up get full meals, like meal deals and stuff, and you get corn dogs. And Ozzy does want his own channel, Miriam. He's like, every time I try and do something, he's right there. Yeah. Casey's Corner in Paris. There's no meal deals. It's all individual items. There's no corn dogs. You get a hot dog, chicken nuggets. Trying to think what else is there. It's not much. It's not much. I think it might just be a normal hot dog or a foot-long hot dog, chicken nuggets and something else. But it's really, really basic. There's no toppings. Like in Casey's Corner in Orlando, there's like a condiment section. That's not there in Casey's in Paris. There's no corn dogs or anything. You can get fries. I'm not sure if you get mozzarella dippers or not. I can't remember. But yeah, I very rarely go to Casey's in Paris, but if I were to go to Casey's in Paris, the exact time that I would go is like in the summer. In the summer, when you're waiting for the castle fireworks show, like way back for the 20th anniversary, we would go and get our spot for the Disney Dreams. We would go and get our spot at like as early as possible, and then I would like leave the family and I would go off to Casey's and I would get a load of hot dogs and bring them back over. So yeah. And then well, yeah. That's about all you get from Casey's. There is also the market. Is it the Market House Deli? I want to say Market Street, but it's not. It's Main Street. So it's Market House Deli. Again, this is like the same sort of stuff as in New York style sandwiches in the Village. So this is stuff like just sandwiches and croque monsieur and just stuff like that. I have been in this location to pick up Minute Maid lemonade because it's one of the places that stocks it. I quite often will go in there. Where else have we got on Main Street? Oh my word, dog. On the stream, really? Yeah. Where else have we got that's quick service? Of course, you've got the coffee house. Like there's the windows, the coffee windows, little ice cream stands, Gibbs and Girl ice cream parlor. That's the one I was trying to think of. It's on the corner opposite Casey. So on one side of Main Street, as you're walking up towards the castle, you've got Casey's on your left, you've got Gibbs and Girls on your right. So I would call that a quick service. And so that's pretty much your quick service in Main Street. I kind of wish Kayla like, Kayla, are you still here? Just curious. So what are you growling at? No. So moving on, which way do you want me to move? Do you want me to go towards Frontierland or Discoveryland? Discoveryland would be quicker, so let's go to Discoveryland. Discoveryland, you have one quick service location, and this is Cafe Hyperion. And Cafe Hyperion it's in the Videopolis, and the Videopolis, if you don't know, is where they'll have there's a stage in there. They do have seasonal shows in there, like Christmas carol shows. When they had the last annual pass holders night, they put princesses versus pirates versus princesses on in there. Why couldn't we have had that on Main Street? Like it should go. And yeah. Cafe Hyperion's very much the same as Restaurant Uncle Lee's. It's the Disneyland Park answer to that. So whatever Restaurant Uncle Lee's has got, Cafe Hyperion has got. Cafe Hyperion has usually got a BB-8 burger. When they have no special thing going on, usually Cafe Hyperion will have a BB-8 burger. Again, like I went into Cafe Hyperion for Halloween. It was between Halloween and Christmas. And I had the burger. The bun was green this time round. I've only recently got rid of the wrapper because it was just taking up space, but it had like all the villains printed all over it, and it had a pumpkin shape, so it was about that big, and it was a pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, but it was orange, but it was like a chocolate orange mousse, and honestly, I just got the meal just for that, so I basically paid $16.99 with my like 20% discount, just to get a chocolate mousse. Is that a bad thing? I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I don't know. So yeah, that's as far as quick service goes in Discoveryland. So I'm gonna go around the lands. So the next land along from Discoveryland is Fantasyland. No shortage of quick service locations here. This is like quick service central. So the first, like opposite where the parade starts, like next to it's a Small World. So you've got Small World, and then you've got say Small World's here. Next to it, you've got the gate for the parade, and opposite that gate is Pizzeria Bellanotte and Fantasia. I'm gonna say ice cream because I can't be bothered to remember if it's gelato or gelati. But yeah. So that's what you've got there. Pizzeria Bellanotte is it speaks for itself. You can get, I think there's only 3 pizzas on the menu. I think it's 3 pizzas on the menu, 2 adult pizzas and the kids. I think it's gelati. Yeah, I that's why I wasn't. I was like I got confused whether it's gelati or gelato because gelato is obviously ice cream, but I think they say gelati, don't they? So, but yeah, Pizzeria Bellanotte. You can get pasta. You can get spaghetti and meatballs, which Bellanotte, being Lady and the Tramp, spaghetti and meatballs. Ozzy's messing with the phone. Spaghetti and meatballs is like kind of like the staple thing that you would expect from a quick service location named after Lady and the Tramp, quite frankly. Sorry, I'm just going to move that because he's moved it. Stop! No! No, I'll give you. He wants more tennis balls. There, have them. So you can get that. You can also get pizzas, and in the my personal favorite item at Pizzeria Bellanotte is the Mickey pizza on the kids menu. Now, last time I had this, there was so much cheese on it. I had to scrape the cheese off because like I can get really sick if I have cheese. So like I scraped the cheese off and I basically had like a Mickey Mouse tomato sauce flatbread. And I loved every second of it. I loved every piece of it. And like, oh, I love it. I love that we have Mickey shaped pizzas. It's just a shame that they don't come in like a Mickey shaped box. How amazing would that be if the box could somehow be Mickey shaped? It is, Tina. It's like, I don't know. If you go on, I think I've put a picture of them on my Instagram. So yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of cheese on them. Because they're just cheese and tomato pizzas because they're on the kids menu. And again, like with the other quick service locations, you get four main meals, the a la carte menu, and four main meals all come with like a dessert. So the most expensive one is one of the pizzas, and you get a dessert with it. One of the pizzas has olives on. I think one's a ham pizza, one's plain pizza, but yeah, it's just pizzas. Um, and of course, Fantasia Gelati is ice creams, and their busiest time, and this has been for as far back as I can remember, their absolute busiest time was and always will be when people are waiting for that parade in the summer. When people are waiting for the parade in the summer and they realize there is an ice cream shop right behind them, naturally they're going to go there. And I want to say this, Gibson Girls Ice Cream Parlour on Main Street is primarily Ben and Jerry's, whereas Fantasia Gelati is primarily Carte d'Or. Boy. So yeah. That's yeah. Moving on from there, if you carry on around, um, I'm trying to think of the layout. Can you believe it's been so long since I've been there? Like I'm actually confused as to the layout of the park. I'm going to skip right over to Toad Hall. Toad Hall is a place I've never been, and quite frankly, Miriam, you'll know this from like week one of the streams. I completely forgot it was even there. The reason I've never been in there, Disneyland Paris are not open, Tina, no. They were supposed to open the 12th of April, I think, but I don't know if you've heard the news about France and Europe in general, but the virus is really picking up in Europe again, on the continent. Like as like a European, people in the UK and Ireland would say on the continent. So people on the continent wouldn't say on the continent, but yeah, we call it on the continent. So if you ever hear me say on the continent, I mean mainland Europe. But yeah, on the continent, it's really picking up. They've been very slow with their vaccine uptake. There was a big hoo-ha between here and the EU about the AstraZeneca vaccine and the Pfizer vaccine. There was a big about it all, and they've been very slow on the uptake. There you go, Miriam is actually in Belgium. So she's actually on the continent. So she's experiencing it firsthand. It's not good. And France is in quite a dire situation right now. I remember Tina, someone we know from Brazil was struggling in Brazil. They're having a similar situation in France. It's bad. However, there is good news in that the Hotel Newport Bay Club in Disneyland Paris has been opened as a vaccine centre. So, whey! Vaccine it is going far too slow in Europe, Miriam. It's so slow, and like, just what on earth? What on earth is going on with the vaccine? It's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm approaching my second vaccine. Like, because Tina, you won't know this either, but the way that the vaccines have worked in the UK is that they wanted to get as many people having their first dose as possible. So they decided to stretch out the period in between doses to 12 weeks, which is the maximum, so that they could get everyone having at least their first dose. So I had my first dose back in February. My second dose is coming up. I'm actually having it at a 10-week interval instead of a 12-week interval. Right now in the UK, like, they've done it in age groups, because like we have our NHS over here, so it's not like it's not private like in America. We don't have like, we do have people that go private and have health insurance, but we have the NHS. We pay national insurance contributions to the government. It's like an extra little tax. It doesn't cost much a year. Like, I pay like £140 a year in national insurance contributions, and it's national insurance contributions that fund our NHS, which means everybody gets free. And it is free, essentially. It's government funded. We're giving the money to the government, therefore the government are funding it. So yeah, we get our medical care for free. So what they've done is they've put everyone into an age group and into a vulnerability group. I was in group 6, which is underlying. I have an underlying health condition, which, like, it depends. Like, I have asthma quite bad. Like, some people with asthma have not yet had it because theirs isn't considered bad enough, but I have steroids. I do take steroids for my asthma. So, like, and my last serious asthma attack was very shortly before COVID. In fact, they say it could have been triggered by COVID. It was like, if COVID was in the country as far back as they're now saying, then I could have had COVID. So yeah, I was in group 6, so I had with my asthma. So, and also with the fact that I am in the menopause. So they got me my vaccine in February, but it also depends on your doctor's surgery. If your doctor's surgery is a big doctor surgery, then they're getting through their patients a lot slower. Like, my doctor's surgery has a maximum of about 5,000 patients, 6,000. Like, there's 8,500 people that live in the town where my home, like where my parents live, where my home base is. And not all of those go to that particular doctor surgery. So, like, they've whizzed through, literally everybody at that surgery has now had their first vaccine. They completely whizzed through everyone. So everyone is now waiting for their second vaccine. So my second vaccine is coming up. It's coming up. It was supposed to be on the 14th of May, which was not good for work because work is starting right then. And so I changed it to the 13th of May, the day before, and it was going to be here. And then I found out that that's actually when work's starting now. So I've now changed it to the 16th of May. I'm going to get a train to one place, and I'm actually meeting Jodie, who is supposed to be here, but I don't know where she's gone. Her sister, Carly, our sister, she's actually going to help me get there. So yeah, it's now on the 16th of May. Just so you know, Ozzy is behaving. He's right here. So yeah, that's how our vaccine program is working right now around the UK. Like the under 40s are not yet vaccinated, so like they are literally just starting the under 40s, with the exception of if your doctor surgery is tiny like mine. So yeah, like that's going to put a real dampener on Disney Cruise Lines are operating around the UK. They're doing UK cruises, Magic at Sea. It's for UK residents only, and it's the Disney Magic. And she's docked literally about half an hour down the road. She arrived back the other day because she went off, and then she came back. She went to drop somebody off at another UK port, and now she's come back here. Hi, Russ. That's okay. That's okay. I've been missing in action on a lot of channels as well, Russ. I've got my signal is shocking. I actually upgraded my phone, and now my signal's worse. So after 2 or 3 months of vaccinating, you guys are only on. Oh my word, Miriam. I didn't actually realize they were only on that age group but this just goes to show how bad the situation is on the continent. It's just awful. But hey, they're starting to pick it up. Hotel Newport Bay Club in Disneyland Paris is now a vaccination centre. So let's see how it goes. Like I am hoping for a summer opening of Disneyland Paris, but I don't think we're going to get a summer opening. I think we're looking more at like an October opening, in all honesty. I really do. I have a feeling this could be a bit like Disneyland in California, where they've been closed for over a year. I think this is a long-term thing because Europe, like the continent Europe, has been so slow on their vaccine uptake. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to get back to foods. I'm going to get back to the quick service locations of Disneyland Park. I got to Toad Hall. Toad Hall is, I've got 20 minutes left. Toad Hall is like fish and chips, just chicken and chips, fish and chips. It's British food. I don't need to go in there. So I've just never paid any attention, which is probably why I forget it even exists. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And just yeah. So that's that really. Other quick service locations in Fantasyland, you have Chalet or Marionette, which is not what it's called at all, but it's a chalet and a marionette. It's a Pinocchio-based quick service restaurant. Let's just put it at that. I am ridiculous with the names of these places. I really am. I even, believe it or not, forgot what Colonel Happy's was called over in Adventureland. I actually forgot the name of the elephant. I had to look it up before this stream. I forgot the name of the elephant. But yeah, Marionette. This is where my favorite quick service meal is in Disneyland Paris, which is why Jodie's supposed to be here now. But yeah, my favorite quick service meal at Disneyland Paris is in this restaurant, and it is the specialty item at Marionette. It's like a pork burger. It's like a pork loin with, I believe it's got applesauce in it. I know it's got sauerkraut and stuff in it. And the bun is actually a pretzel. And it tastes really nice. Like I can't say how well this works as a burger, but it does. And well, it's a sandwich, but I call it a pork burger. Pork pretzel burger, but it's actually really nice. And this is one of the ones I've really wanted to recreate over here, but I can't because you can't get a pretzel bun over here. I'm gonna have to make one. So yeah, and that comes with fries and a little apple strudel for dessert. And you can get Minute Maid lemonade. Seriously, I hate the UK for not having Minute Maid lemonade. I really do. So yeah, that's my favorite of all of the quick service like meals in Disneyland Paris. Not locations, but meals. That's my favorite quick service meal. I miss it. I really miss it. I miss it so much. I want that. I want that. I want it. I want it back. Moving on. Trying to think, have we got any more quick service locations in Fantasyland? I don't think we have. I think that's it for quick service locations in Fantasyland, because I think the rest is stuff like the Princess Dining, which is not quick service, so that will be next week. So I'm going to move on to the next area around from Fantasyland, which is Adventureland. Adventureland has, from I'm trying to think, two quick service locations. Of course, you've got your snacks kiosk, but we went over snacks last week. You have two quick service locations in Adventureland. I think it's two. Like I said, it's been over a year since I've been. My mind is going foggy. You have Restaurant Hakuna Matata, and you have Colonel Happy's Pizza Outpost. I can't believe I couldn't remember the name of the elephant. Is that bad? I was going to say it's just an elephant pizza outpost. I can't say that. I got to look it up. So yeah, Pizza Outpost, pizzas. It's exactly the same as Pizzeria Bellanotte. Exactly the same, and it's actually like being in the Rainforest Cafe. Like, it's decorated very much the same way. It's all jungle decorated and stuff, which is also the same for Restaurant Hakuna Matata. It's jungle, and yeah. Although Restaurant Hakuna Matata, Jodie was supposed to be here to talk about Restaurant Hakuna Matata, because this is her thing. She's mad on Lion King, and she's been to Restaurant Hakuna Matata loads, and she's been when the Lion King festival was on, and they've had character dining in a quick service location. Oh yeah, Disneyland Paris has character dining at quick service locations when there's a special event on. Like special event, like at Disneyland Paris, the Lion King festival, they had character dining with like Rafiki and Timon in Restaurant Hakuna Matata. So that was awesome, and like there was a special menu for it. It was fantastic. Generally in that quick service location, you get I can't think they call them Hakuna fries or Matata fries. There's special fries. They're really nice fries. I think they're corn fries. I'm not sure. I've never had them because I've never been in there. They do curries. They do all sorts. I'm not sure what the food 100% is in there. This is where Jodie's expertise would come in. Because like I said, I've never personally been in there. I know they do chicken strips. This is actually somewhere that I was supposed to go with Jay in 2020. We all know what happened there. Because we were going for the Lion King and Jungle Festival. So like this will be somewhere where when that festival comes back, that I will be going. It's getting darker. So those are the two quick service locations for Adventureland. Frontierland, again, this is a bit like Fantasyland. There's just quick service everywhere. So the first one I'm going to cover is Fuente del Oro. This is a bit like Disneyland Paris's answer to Picos Bill. You've got burritos, fajitas, nachos. I can't remember what the other one is. Tacos. How could I forget that? Those are your four main options. You can get churros as well, but like I said last week, these are really little churros. But you get like a little bag, and there's like 5 or 6 little churros in the bag, and they've got cinnamon sugar over them. This is one of my favorite ones as well. I really like just going in there just to get a Minute Maid lemonade and the churros. So that's other quick service options. This one keeps switching from quick service to table, like buffet service, quick service, buffet service. It's going in between, but cowboy cookout and barbecue. It's not just, everyone thinks it can't be like, there's a difference between a cookout and a barbecue. A barbecue is where the meat is smoked. Cookout is just where you're cooking outside on a barbecue. But it's both. There are menu options where the meat is smoked, and there's menu options where it's just a cookout. So this is like a little while ago they switched to like a buffet service. It's switching back and forth between what it is. I'm not sure they know what they want that one to be. I think what they've realised is that there are quick service locations galore. Hi, Adam! Yay, Adam's here. You love the atmosphere of cowboy cookout barbecue. I like it, I really do, but they can't decide what they want it to be: buffet service or quick. No. Oh, so I can't adjust the light at the moment because the blind is what's holding up. So yeah, cowboy cookout barbecue. It is both a cookout and a barbecue. Sometimes it's a buffet service. It is whatever they decide to have it as on any given day. Well, that's what it seems anyway. We also have, I keep wanting to say Trails End. Trails End is not. Trails End is Orlando. It's Last Chance Cafe, I think is what it's called. Again, you can get your nachos, your chili, all that lot at Last Chance. But the big one I want to talk about in when it's buffet service, it's expensive. I hope they keep it quick service. Yeah, it's so I'm just going to move that up a bit. Thank you for knocking everything flying, Ozzy. He's just knocked literally everything flying because he can see Luna out the window. Oh no. My Prince of Darkness. But Ozzy, this is why it was dark in here. is because I was trying to keep the dog from looking out the window. I hope they keep it a quick service as well, Miriam. To be really, that's just Luna. It's not even a bunny. Oh no, yeah, oh no. So the big one I want to talk about is Lucky Nugget. Lucky Nugget Saloon used to be a character dining location that I am I was very, very familiar with. And I used to hang out in there a lot with a certain mouse. And she was very happy to hang out in there. We were very happy to hang out together. But yeah, in there you used to get it used to be a buffet service with Captain Hook, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, the works. Like Jay's second birthday, we ate in there. He had a birthday cake in there. Mickey Mouse actually took hold of his hand and sort of paraded him around the restaurant. I knew Mickey Mouse's friend. So it was kind of like, look, it's Jay. So it was, yeah. So yeah, Mickey Mouse and his friend were very proud to meet Jay that day. So yeah, it's no longer a buffet service. It's now a quick service, but it doesn't work in the same way as any other quick service. What happens is so many people, and this really, really annoys me, so many people say that they complain because they say they keep the Lucky Nuggets out the door. It's out the door for a reason, because it's not existent inside the door. Because what you do is, upon going through the door, you pay for what you want. They then take you to your table, and it's quick service prices. These are quick service meals at style meals at quick service prices. However, they're being brought to you in a table service way. So this does qualify as quick service, but it also qualifies as table service. And you'll get fish and chips, ribs, cheeseburgers, all sorts in there. This is where I mentioned last week to Chris from Dad Builds what my favourite dessert at Disneyland Paris is. My favourite dessert was the Halloween option at Lucky Nugget, which was an Ursula themed chocolate brownie and black forest sundae. And it was amazing. I've never had a dessert so nice. Not on camera, dude. So yeah, but at the Lucky Nugget, it's a dinner show. I'm not gonna lie, it's a dinner show. The reason that you're taken to your table is it's a dinner show. There is, when they reopened it, they actually had the characters in there once again performing on stage. But it did go shortly before it closed again. They did go back to, it was a puppet show. So it's I have a video of there's several different little puppet shows that go on in there, and there's one puppet show in particular that actually tells the story of Frontierland, Thunder Mesa, and Donald Duck's line in it is just, remember I mentioned a few weeks ago about the Thunderbird, the spirit of the Thunderbird over at the Big Thunder Mining Co. Well, Donald Duck comes on, the puppet of Donald Duck comes on with a white sheet draped over him, and he goes, "I'm the Thunder Duck!" And that is by far my favourite line of Disney ever, is Donald Duck declaring that he's the Thunder Duck. Um, so yeah, but this dinner show goes on, and you'll get there is a host, and then the rest are puppets. Um, when it was a buffet service, yes, a show did go on. There was a band and there was puppet shows. Um, yeah, there's always been shows that go on in the Lucky Nugget, and it's magical. It's amazing, and I miss it so much. Miss Diamond Lil, who is the license holder for and the proprietor and the founder of the Lucky Nugget Saloon, she is she's like a Muppet style puppet. She's worked like one of the Muppets. I think I have a little clip of her on my Frontierland video. So yeah, go check out that video. But that is by far my favorite like place to just chill. I like going in there. I like watching the show. Last time I went in there, I thought I'm not going to get out before the parade. I thought, oh gosh, I got out and like the parade had just started. Like it had just started. It just come out of the gates. When it's yeah, it's a repeating show, Miriam. It's continual. It just goes on throughout the day. Random times. What time you go in there depends on what show you get. So yeah, when you see people queuing out of the door, it's not that it's busy in there at all. It's that as soon as you get through the door, you pay. Like at Plaza Gardens, it's you pay as soon as you get in the door. Like literally, there is no queue as you get in the door. That door is opened. Like the door is opened, the counter is just there, literally about 2 foot away from the door. So yeah, when you see a queue outside, it's sometimes people go, oh look, the queue's all the way out the door because they've seen two families waiting outside the door. That's the entire queue. So go and get in the queue. But yeah, Lucky Nugget is just such an experience. Like we've just had Buffalo Bill's close forever. Now that was a dinner show where, in my opinion, the food was inedible, but the tickets were worth like I'm talking like Tina. You probably know of like Medieval Times and Arabian Nights and stuff like that. Buffalo Bills was on that level. So the tickets were like 100 odd euros and stuff like that. Like I think it was, but yeah, they were well over. Some of the tickets were well over 100 euros. Um, Buffalo Bills is now shut for good. And people used to moan about the pricing and stuff. Go Lucky Nugget. It's a dinner show and it's quick service prices. It's quick service prices, quick service food. It's just that it's like Be Our Guest. It's quick service prices, quick service food. Only you're sat at a table and they're bringing it to you. So you're getting like proper cutlery. You're getting proper plates. You're getting everything's proper. It's just nice. It's a really nice location, and Disneyland Paris has not messed with it. Like, other than stopping it as a character buffet, they've not really messed with it. They've just let it carry on in the way that everybody loves it. And like, I can't stress enough how much people should go and check out this location. Anyway, that about sums us up. There is, just for the record, there are no Starbucks in the Disney parks in Paris. There are no Starbucks. There's no Starbucks on Main Street. There's no Starbucks in the studio. None. Your Starbucks locations for Disneyland Paris are the Village, the Hotel Cheyenne, and the Hotel Santa Fe. That is it. You have 3 Starbucks locations in the entire of Disneyland Paris. They are working on a 3rd gate, so I'm not entirely sure if there'll be a Starbucks in the 3rd part when that opens. but we are a good 15 years away from that yet. Like, I mean, a good 15 years away from that yet. Like, it's reported to be opening in 2036. It was supposed to be 2030, then it got pushed back, and it's just recently pushed back to 36. So yeah. Anyway, I've hit the hour, so I must call it a day and call it a night. I just want to say, I mentioned him earlier on. I want to say a massive shout out to Rob Fuzz because he is awesome and he has helped me with this channel so much. Thank you so much, Rob. You are just a shining star. And I want to say thank you to Adamsland for popping in. Adam is live in 15 minutes on his channel for Pub Talk, so please hop over there, go to Adamsland, go and join in Pub Talk for the Oscar winners chat. And next week I shall be speaking about buffet service locations and table service locations. So yeah, that about wraps it all up, and I shall see you next week. Don't forget, go subscribe to Rob Fuzz, go subscribe to Adamsland and T Marie's Place. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you next week. Bye.